This is a clip from the Chris Brake Show podcast. All right, we're back on the Chris Brake Show, and I'm calling.
Hello?
Hey, Hermes.
Calling Hermes.
What's up?
I want to apologize to you for not clicking back over there.
That's all good.
I appreciate you calling into the show.
Of course, yeah.
And
It's fun.
you are on the show right now. I do want to tell you, just so you're not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
One thing I want to talk to you about is I fucked up during the break. Sarah and I.
How long you known Sarah, Hermes? You know Sarah for a while, right?
Nah, yeah, they're good friends. Oh, you just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since probably 1998?
Oh, okay.
9? It's one of those.
Okay.
I think I met her when she was like 15.
Okay. Well, so you go back to it. We wanted to kind of explain a situation to you and get your opinion on it. It involves
Okay.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wanted you to be on the show, and behind the scenes here, I had told her, yeah, this is kind of touchy ground here.
It's a very awkward conversation.
It's very awkward, but
Do you like awkward conversations?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, so you're a fan of awkward conversations. All right, well, we're in good company.
all right, it's about to get real awkward then.
Are you ready to get awkward on the Chris Brake Show?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Okay. All right.
right.
Let's do it.
I had told her, like, she wanted you to be on the show, and I was like, why would he be on the show? Like, what has he got? And I for some reason, I didn't want you on the show. And what I realized is I didn't like you. Like, I don't like you. And I don't know why, because you seem like a really nice guy. Everybody I know and respect and love, like Sarah, for example, thinks you're a great guy. So you obviously must be.
You sound like a cool guy.
Yeah, so
So why doesn't Chris Brake like you?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
And why
But anyway,
would you? You wouldn't know.
No, there's no. It's all me. You know what I mean? It's all me. It's got nothing to do with you. And I think what it is like you said, you knew her since she was like 15.
A pup.
A pup, a young pup, a young beautiful pup, a beautiful intelligent pup. And I got a message. Somebody got a message. Anyway, the point of the story is, I think it's because of these assholes, Josh and Matt, that I used to hang out with back then. And you were like, you were talking to their girls. And I think they were and I never knew you, and I didn't even really know their girls. But they were like, they didn't like you, probably because they were jealous. And, they didn't like you, they hated you, blah, 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 blah. And I think it was like a stupid, like, pure thing, like as a child, like hearing these guys that I thought were cool saying this shit about you, probably translated and like made it, like, got into my psyche, my subconscious, and like for some reason made me not like you. I don't know if like maybe because I'm a white American and like you're like kind of, you're Asian, I imagine. I think you are, and like maybe you're kind of effeminate. Like I'm not quite. I don't think maybe I got the whole caveman attitude. Like I don't know what it is. I know it's wrong, but I didn't understand what exactly was going on there. Why I wouldn't like you, because any conversation I had with you, you're fucking awesome, and Sarah thinks you're cool as shit, and she's somebody whose opinion you would actually value when it comes to human beings.
That's great.
Yeah. So what do you think about that?
Yeah.
Like,
About you hating me?
Yeah.
well, I don't hate you, but for some reason, like,
Well, Hermes, here's what it is. Like, Sarah was like, hey, I want to have my friend Hermes on for the movie talk, and it's like, cool, but it seems like sometimes she doesn't totally grasp like what we're trying to do with the show, and try to get personal and try to dig into people. And here's where the other shoe drops. She actually just left, man. She stormed out of here, and this may not make it on the air. We don't want to hurt her feelings, but as a friend, me and Chris are good friends with Sarah. You're also good friends with Sarah, possibly even longer. When Chris said to her, he was like, I was thinking about bringing this up to Hermes and saying, hey, for some reason my brain says I don't like Hermes, I don't know why, but he wanted to talk about that on the air, and she got so offended that he would even think to bring that up that she left. And in the spirit of damage control, what do you think that what do you think about that? Does that make sense to you that it would, because you didn't hang up the phone, this conversation we just had. Chris just said, hey man, I don't like you, but I have no idea why, and it's probably totally wrong, but hey, there, and you're still on the phone, but that made Sarah so mad that she left. What do you think about that? We're trying to figure it out, try to get in the woman's brain, I guess, because we didn't mean to make her upset, or Chris didn't. I was in the bathroom for this whole thing.
Man. I fucked up. I fucked up real bad. Like, I shouldn't have said some of the things I said, I imagine.
But do you think that's justified? Why do you think that she was so hurt that he would ask that?
Well, I mean, I don't know from her perspective, but all I know, like, coming from your perspective, at least it's, I mean, to be honest, like, like, shit like that happens all the time, it's kind of like guilty by association in a way, it's like, yeah, like, that whole drama between, like, Josh and I don't know who else and stuff like that. Like, Josh was a dick, and, like,
yeah,
a lot of shit, like, happened, like, during that time, and, of course, like, you need a scapegoat in a way, and I was, of course, perfect for the fact that, yeah, I was talking, like, Sarah and, like, her friends and stuff like that, so, like, there's always going to be, like, a bad guy, even though, like, no one really knows what's going on. Like, I didn't know who you guys were, like, in the beginning, too. Like, the only time I actually really met you guys was, I think, what was that? Really?
It was the wedding with the
I
fireworks.
think Tessa's wedding, or even during like a prom night or something, and that was like a long ass time ago. So either way, I mean, like, there's no bad blood or anything at all. Like, I did that back then too. It's like, I don't like that guy. Why don't you like that guy? I'm just like, I just have this weird feeling because like you guys don't like him, so fuck that guy.
It's like a pack instinct. The pack.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm sorry,
man. That's the thing. It's like people grow up, and like no one really knows until you actually talk to the person. But other than that, it's like I think Sarah's going to be all right. Maybe she just didn't want it to be awkward. She didn't want it to like. She didn't want like anyone arguing over something that really doesn't exist in the first place. So.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, because I do like you, but for some reason in my head, because of that, and I'm sorry for feeling that way, but it was just some weird, it was like a childlike thing drilled into my head. Like, I don't know what it was. I mean, it's not like I did anything too wrong, but, other than I just wanted to discuss it with you because I thought it was interesting and you're the party involved, Yeah. I thought you'd like it.
That's the right thing to do. It's like, hey, I don't like this person, let's talk about it,
But with Sarah, I think that I think the thing is with Sarah, though, is that she didn't want us to be mean to you because you're a good friend of hers, and she just did it. She thought that I was going to, like by saying that, she thought I was being an asshole to you. I think she was just looking out for you, man. It's probably why.
Honestly, I think she was angry on your behalf.
Yeah, I mean, she shouldn't be, though. I mean, like, I don't know if you guys want me to talk to her about that or, but other than that, like, I mean, we did, we're talking right now and, like, we're squaring it off. Like, nothing's really, I'm not. Yeah. I wasn't offended when you said, I didn't like you, man. Trust me, a lot of people don't like me.
Really?
What? Now John wants to know all the people. I want to know what is your recollection? We actually talked about this earlier on the air. What is your recollection of the of this wedding situation?
Yeah, you were at the wedding, right? Do you remember the fireworks?
Oh yeah, the fireworks. I think that was just like. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. All I knew was that Tessa and Kate were pissed off, and you ran away. You guys ran away. I'm like, hey, man, whatever. I'm just here.
We tried to. The funny thing was we got instant karma, and I had a flat tire like within a half a mile of leaving the place. We had to change the tire, and Chris was like, it's instant karma, dude. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just playing a joke.
Yeah, Sarah left her Hello Kitty purse or something. Her change purse.
Oh, no.
I sent Tessa like a real a long like apology that usually works in this situation, and usually people say, "Yeah, John, it's okay. You're just a jack off." She didn't respond to it. She didn't like it. She didn't friend me on Facebook. She just said
like
that.
She just said that to herself. Yeah, she just kept the jack off comment to herself.
Right, but she didn't say it's okay. She's
well, it's not okay. It's not.
It's probably not. It's probably not. I'll tell you, if I ever get married, she's welcome to come and do the same to me.
Really?
Yeah.
On the air. That's a fact. Tessa, you are welcome to come to John Rapp's wedding and set fireworks off in the lobby and make his friends and wait, what is it?
Well, it would have to be something unexpected because she didn't expect me to light fireworks off. So it would have to be something even worse, something that I'm really going to hate that's going to make me cry. Come do that to me.
Are you going to make her pay the security deposit?
No.
Nice.
No.
That's very manly of you.
That's retribution.
We're good people over here.
Yeah. Find me a woman to marry and we'll have this happen.
All right, Hermes. Thanks for talking to us.
Hermes.
What?
Hermes, what do you think about bisexuality?
What?
What?
I don't know. You see, I don't know. Is that I'm kind of.
I was
autistic.
trying to wrap it up, and you just changed the conversation to something off the wall. Are you fucking kidding me?
I kind of have an autistic, filter that doesn't exist. Maybe that was inappropriate. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that had.
No, I mean,
go ahead.
Talking about it, it's actually really funny because, speaking of bisexuality, I was just looking through Facebook photos, and I was like, oh man, there was this girl from Tennessee that I was hooking up with a long time ago, and then she had a friend over, and I was just watching the two of them, and I was like, this is pretty awesome. So
it was two girls, or
that is pretty awesome. I'm glad you asked that question.
Wow.
What'd they look like?
I mean, I can't really describe it on the phone. They're just both very attractive, and they're from the South.
What do you think about guys? I like it.
So,
I guess
were they
each his own, right?
Were they?
Oh yeah, to each his own. I want it because
Hold on. So were they making out?
You want to hear about this?
Not the guys.
You want to hear about the
What
girls?
does he mean fooling around?
Yeah, the girls are making out, and then
So wait. Your friend has another friend come in, and all of a sudden they're making out.
Yeah.
Wow, that's that's not common, is it? I mean, are they? Did you know they were bisexual to begin with?
I knew there was a reason to make things.
No, it was a shock to me. I was like, "Holy shit, this is happening right now!" I'm like,
that's kind of
cool.
crazy. Like, hey, my friend from Tallahassee's coming in. We're gonna hang out, and then next time you see them, they're making out on the couch.
The next thing you know, it's a girl and they're beaver bumping.
That's kind of weird.
Pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, of course, I guess it was just a surprise for me. If she was like, oh yeah, we were involved or something. I'm like,
that's crazy.
All right, cool.
It seems like a backstory that she might have mentioned before they came into town. You might see me and Heather fooling around, and that's just what we do.
Well, I think in a situation like that, she probably just didn't want to,
alarm.
Yeah, alarm people and okay, if they see it, they see it,
right.
But no reason to, because you don't know how people are going to react during something like that.
Is she in the closet? Is that a closet thing?
Apparently she was until she came out of Hermes' closet. Once she shows up at Hermes' house and she's got everything on Front Street, so I don't know exactly what.
Now here's another scrupulating point, I guess, that Chris kind of brushed over, but he said that he felt, and I don't necessarily share this view, but he said that he felt, and so that makes it true. He felt that you were a little bit of maybe an effeminate guy, and I'll be the first to say that you can paint me effeminate as much as you want. I'm fine with that, because I do see that in myself. At one point, I thought I might be bisexual or gay. I've gone through these things, and I will talk to you about it. But I just as far as as that goes, do you feel justification in that? Do you or is Chris totally wrong in thinking that you're an effeminate guy? What do you think about that?
I don't think Chris is wrong for thinking I'm an effeminate guy. The thing is, what was it? I'm straight up straight, but the thing is, I sometimes, if I do grow my hair out and I walk down the street, people are like, "Excuse me, miss," and I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so
that's
sorry."
horrible.
That used to happen to me when I was in middle school,
horrible.
And that's just weird. That's totally weird. What? Yeah, how do you react when people think you're a girl? That'll mess you up. Well, so
I just say thanks. Whatever, man.
I just say the train's over there. What else do you need to know?
That's a very polite response, Hermes. Now here's one more thing. Are you into
Jesus.
Japanese animation? Because I think that was the only other thing. Well, there was one more thing that we know about you, but I don't know if that's.
I mean, a long time ago, I definitely was like a fan of it. You know, I was dating Sarah's friend Kate, who was like all about anime, or is all about anime. And what was it like? Now it's like, you know, I just kind of like I see some shows once in a while, but it's mostly like not like that kind of anime. Like the last one I actually really liked was this show called Mushishi. It's on Netflix. It's like this guy who like investigates ghost spirits, and that's kind of cool. It's more like a adult, which is kind of cool.
Like an X-Files type of Inuyasha
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, X-Files, yeah.
Anime. It's all the same to me, you know.
Now, Hermes, in the spirit of full disclosure, there is one more thing, and this is probably something that I wouldn't ever bring up to anybody, and this may not even be true, and you don't even have to verify if it is true, but just in the spirit of full disclosure, I do want you to know that for some reason, the only thing that I have ever heard about you is kind of a nasty rumor. Would you like to hear it or no?
Yeah.
Okay. In the spirit of full disclosure.
What? I would have said yes too. It's not even that nasty. I'm
not.
I've done that. Like, I don't understand.
You've done that?
I didn't take. Yeah, I have.
Okay, I have never done that.
Oh, you're missing out.
I guess I am missing out on something.
Don't name her name.
Oh
yeah.
Okay. What was it? The only thing that I know about you, I guess, that people spread around, and I don't know why I know this or why they said this, but was that you had anal sex with not her name.
What?
I heard that you had anal sex with her. That was the rumor, going around the high school walls from, with Josh and Matt, in the Army, I guess, we're passing this around. And yeah, it trickles down to me. You don't even have to say anything, but I just wanted to get that out because it was when Sarah said to me, it was like, hey, I want to have Hermes on the show. I was like, that sounds great. Anal sex. And that's unfortunate for you. You know what I mean? It's like, but we have passed this point, to where we're all talking about, uncomfortable things. So I just wanted to put that out there because you seem like a cool guy that would be able to handle this type of information. But yeah, back in 2001 when we were in high school, that's all I knew about you, and that's unfortunate. But what do you think about that? Did that ever happen?
What do I think about that? It's like,
yeah, how do you answer that, right?
Let's see. I mean, yeah, I have.
Exclusive.
You kind of just do it, and it's just there. I mean, at first it started off accidentally.
Accidentally?
Yeah.
You don't do it,
Yeah.
you take it. What do you mean accidentally?
Trust me, accidentally.
No, I have been there accidentally many times.
Exactly.
Well, you
know?
say it's
Well,
accidentally, but come on. You say
Well,
it.
when it happened to me,
man.
they would be like,
Hold on.
no, move up, move it up.
Whoa, so you
So
did.
it's like,
well,
I'm
hold on,
sorry,
hold
I'm
on.
sorry, it was the wrong place.
So Hermes, you weren't told to move up. You were just told, oh.
No. It was when you're kind of in the process, and then you kind of go out and you go back in.
Right.
Oh, so it was like
Yeah.
a quick jabbing, like
Like a-
pop, like you popped that motherfucker.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
You like that?
I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
guys, I'm open to all this shit,
Yeah.
I mean, just don't use her name. 'Cause
No,
that's-
we're not going to. We're not going to. And,
Okay.
Oh, man, who would kill us? Sarah. Oh, my God.
She's gonna kill us just when she hears this. Can
Yeah.
you give a disclaimer and just tell? Can you tell Sarah right now when she's listening to this? This is perfectly okay. Can you do that for me?
You're listening to Chris Break Show, and it's okay for Chris and John to ask me about this stuff.
All right.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. Dude, you know what, man? I don't know why I had
crazy.
doubts. You're the
Yeah.
best guest we've ever had. You're the best guest we ever had. I don't understand why there were any doubts on this. I think Sarah just doesn't trust me with the direction of the show and what's fun to listen to and just the angle I like to take on certain issues. Like she's like, oh, I want Hermes on here for movie talk.
Pillow talk.
Yeah, movie talk. I want Hermes on here for movie talk, and John's got the right idea. He's like, all he thinks about is anal sex. Like that's
That's all I ever think about.
What movie do we watch? I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know about the movie, but let me ask you about this, Hermes. Anal sex. What do you think?
That's how my listeners are gonna feel. The listeners are like, well, I don't know what they were talking about movies, but when they called that Hermes guy back, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, what do you think, Hermes, versus the segment 1 where we were talking about whatever movie we were talking about, and segment 2 where we were talking about crazy stuff? What do you think? Which did you like better? Did you prefer one or the other? Or
no, I mean, like, I'm good for both. I kind of felt like the first one went by pretty quickly, but then again, it's like I guess only one person watched the movie.
That's right. To Sarah's defense, like she's a really classy girl. Like she's just one of the classiest people I've ever met. So just I can understand why she wouldn't. She'd be reluctant to talk about these things. The whole like experiment and reason for calling you back and talking about this right now is just to kind of gain her trust and make her realize that this is a fun bit.
We're not trying to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah, it's a fun show, and we like to get into interesting stuff here. And she's classy, so she might kind of try and steer away from talking or just I guess putting her friends on the spot. As much as I'm putting myself on the spot and saying that. Apparently, like I got some deep-seated hatred for Asians or some stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like,
last week we had someone from Singapore on this show. You can't tell us that we hate Asians.
I don't even know what an Asian is.
Singapore is in Asia. I know that.
Wait, how did you get someone from Singapore on the show anyway?
That's a whole different show. That's a whole. Just listen to the podcast, you'll find out. Tomboy Tarts. No,
yeah, check out the last episode we did, man. You should check it out, Hermes. The Tomboy Tarts, like we had.
T-Rod.
Tomboy T-Rod is there. They have a podcast in Singapore,
and you should go to their website. Check them out on Facebook. Tomboy Tarts. Tomboy T-Rod.
Tomboy-tarts.com. But yeah, they're real legit, man. You should check him out, Hermes, for real.
Persis,
yeah, I'll check
Raven, Shannon.
Yeah, Persis,
Raven, Shannon. I got them all. I love you guys. I love you girls. Hermes, I love you. Thanks for talking to us. You're listening to The Chris Break Show. From The Chris Break Show podcast.